on, gents? Thank you for joining me for another Kickstart the Week reaction. So today I want to do a re-listen reaction. So recently you might have seen on my channel, and if not, go check it out. I did the first time reaction on this channel for the band AMON AMARTH, and I did a reaction of their famous track Twilight of the Thunder God. That was a first listen reaction. After that, I also mentioned in that video, by the way, that I know two songs by AMON AMARTH, and that's Cry of the Blackbirds and Shield Wall. Now, after I listened to Twilight of the Thunder God, which I pretty much liked. It didn't make the playlist, although I'm considering it because I'm liking it more and more. I checked some of their songs from Twilight of the Thunder God, released in 2008, and I also checked some songs from the album before that, With Odin on Our Side, released in 2006, which are their two most famous albums, I believe. And I really liked some tracks. Some tracks were okay, not that wow for me, but some of them were really amazing. And today I want to re-listen and react and play some guitar riffs from this song. And the song I'm talking about is track number 3 from the With Odin on Our Side. It's called Asator. I think it could be so far my favorite AMON AMARTH song, even maybe better than Cry of the Blackbirds, or on that same level. And that song is crazy. Where has that song been all my life? And by the way, there's another song I really liked from the Twilight of the Thunder God album. I really liked it, not as much as Asator, but close. So let me see if you can guess which song is that. Anyway, also let me know. I want to check some other albums by AMON AMARTH, and I'm thinking to check some other famous or highly rated albums. One of them is Surtur Rising, released in 2011, so that was the album following Twilight of the Thunder God. Or Versus the World, their fourth album, released in 2002, which I read is very good and praised by fans. So let me know which songs I should check and potentially do a first listen reaction from these two albums. For today's video, since, you know, if you know AMON AMARTH, you listen to them, you know the song. So let's check the Live from Summer Breeze 2007 version, which is posted on AMON AMARTH's official YouTube page. And for those who don't know the song, maybe you can then check the original recording. I'm not sure which one is better, how the sound will be in the live version. I hope it's good because this song is brutal. I love it. I can't stop listening to it, and I even learned how to play some of the guitar riffs in it, which I will show later on. Alright, so let's listen to Asator Live from Summer Breeze 2007. Alright, let's do this. So it's Asatur, not Tor. Man, that riff is crazy. The moment I listen to that riff, that inverted chord, that abrupt pause on that second chord in the riff, it's all so impactful, so evil, so, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. You know, playing that riff throughout the whole verse and throughout the song, it's not easy to, you know, keep the timing and not make a mistake. And it sounds, I want to say, it sounds really good, close to the studio version. Of course, the studio version is super crystal clear. They have great production on that album. I'm not sure about their first few albums. I haven't listened to them. But on this album, on Twilight of the Thunder Gods, they have great production, and I can tell they're playing it really well. I mean, look, the video quality, I think it's an old video from 2007. So, you know, the video quality is not that great. Still, you can hear the sound, you can hear everything clearly. His vocals are, he nails it. Like, it's the same. Really impressive. Let us check maybe the lyrics. I haven't checked the lyrics yet of this song. I guess it'll be Viking mythology, but let's see what he's saying. Thunder rolls across the plains. Thor rides in pouring rain. He rides to Jotunheim to fight. Lightning strikes when Mjolnir bites. Fire burning in his eyes. Fire, his hate is pure. See the lightning strike. Fire burning in his eyes. Fire, his hate is pure. See the lightning strike. Lightning cracks the blackened sky, hear the thunder chariot ride. All brave men with hearts of war ride the path of mighty Thor. Son of thunder, lightning strikes. Son of thunder, Thor arise. Okay, pretty straightforward Viking mythology battle. It just reflects the song, the power in it. Thor, going to Jotunheim, slaying maybe the ice giants. Mjolnir, I think it's the hammer, right? I'm not mistaken, am I? Yeah, Mjolnir, the hammer of Thor. Yeah, amazing. Okay, let's continue. This part is amazing. Definitely a G moment. Man, that breakdown before the guitar solo, that bridge, or whatever you want to call it, that's great. That chuggy riff is really, really, really amazing. It's a G moment. It's a groovy part, and with that long growl. So one thing, the guitar solo is nothing special. It's just very not super basic, but nothing too special. It fits the song. It's enough. The song is not about the guitar solo doing some crazy techniques. But still, yeah, that's one thing maybe which is not so impressive, or maybe could be improved. I mean, I wouldn't mind a great solo there. With some cool techniques, some shred, a little bit stuff. I wouldn't mind, but I know in this genre it doesn't happen that much. So it depends on the band. I mean, like for example, Scar Symmetry, they do have some great, great solos, guitar solos. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. That riff is crazy, man. I love it. They sound great, really great. I mean, I saw them. I mentioned that in the first reaction for which I did for Amon Amarth. I saw them live at Metal Fest in Czech Republic. I think it was 2019, before COVID started. Don't remind me of that period. Um, yeah, and I saw them. I don't remember what they played. I'm sure they played some of the more famous songs. I'm not sure if they played Asator, but they were really tight. I really enjoyed them. I just remember they played really well, and this proves it. I mean, they're really great. There's one part I also really like from this song. Let's go back. It's in that bridge before the solo when he says Asator. It's more impactful in the studio recording, but even here, it's like pretty cool. What is he saying? Son of Odin, Thunder God, Master of War, Asator. Great line. Let's listen to it again. I love his growl. Could be my favorite growler. I mean, I like a few deep growlers. I like deep growling mainly if I have to listen to growling. I can listen to something else. If it's a good song, I don't mind. But I like this. Like, I enjoy it. I genuinely, even though I'm not a growl person, like, I don't listen to growling all the time. Way less than clean vocals. But still, I really enjoy his growling. Really. Almost as much as clean vocals. Not as much, but almost as much. And this scream, wow. Okay. All right, let's look at some of those cool riffs in this song. So let's start with that sick intro riff. The song is in the key of E. I'm using a 7-string guitar, and it's tuned in B standard, so the low 7th string is standard B tuning, and the rest are just standard tune, E, A, D, G, B, like a standard 6th string. I don't need to tune down because I'm on a Amarth tune 5 half steps down, so I can just use the first 6 strings from the 7th string, starting with the low 7th string, and it's like I'm on a Amarth tuning. So for the sake of this video, if I say an open note on the E string, if you're tuned down like I'm on a Amarth, for you it'll be an open note on the A string because you're tuned down. So first they start with this inverted chord, E chord. Instead of playing a regular E power chord, which is 7th fret of the A string and 9th fret on the D string, they're playing 7th fret on the A string, so that doesn't change, but the 5th fret on the D string. And also playing the open E. For me, for you, it will be an open A if you're tuned down, and so forth. So I'll play the riff fast and then I'll play it slow. So basically they're playing It's a really cool riff. The second time it changes, you add like 2 of those palm muted notes on the E string, and then you deduct those 2 from the lower string, the string above. Okay, so the first time it will be, it's like 7, 6, and then a muted E chord or A chord if you're tuned down. And there's this stop. So, and then 4 open notes and 2 on the 7th fret, and then 4 on the 1st fret of the low string. Okay. And the second time it changes just a little bit. So there's this 2 notes on the 6th fret. And you deduct those from the 1st fret of the low string because, you know, so that you fit the time measure. So it would be. So you need to just play it a few times so that your brain, at least for me, I had to do that, adapts to that, you know, structure of the riff, but then it'll go easier. So let me play one more time. Great riff. I mean, that riff got me into the song. The moment I heard it, I was like, wow. Then we have another interesting riff, which they used in Twilight of the Thunder God, and I heard in some other songs because I was listening to them, you know, after my reaction of Twilight of the Thunder God, and I noticed they do this in their choruses, you know, this like palm muted, fast alternate picking, going with the melody of what the singer is singing or growling. And here they're doing something similar like in Twilight of the Thunder God, starting on, again, the root note, the 7th fret of the A string. For you it would be the D string if you're tuned down. So it's a cool riff, you know, it goes with the melody of the song, maybe less in Asator, less than in Twilight of the Thunder God, but I noticed this pattern of them using this style of riffing in the chorus, which is pretty cool. So let me play it slow. And then I want to also play one more riff, and that's the one in the pre-solo, bridge, verse, whatever. Yeah, and that riff is, it's like 5 half steps up, so they're playing, I'll be playing on the open 7th string, the B. So they're going from, yeah, from E to B. Really cool groovy riff. I mean, the riffs are not so complex structure wise, but they have such nuances and, you know, differences in palm muting in the notes that they're really interesting and not super easy, not super hard. If you train them, they get easier, but they're not like super easy, and very interesting and groovy and enjoyable. So I'm really liking it. Okay, so let's play this last riff, which I want to play slowly. So that's the first half. So it's basically 1 on that open B, then 2 palm muted notes, then so going from the 3rd fret on the below string power chord to the 2nd fret, and then 6 palm muted notes open on the open B, or open E on the 6th string if you're tuned down. And then 1, and then on the, it'll be a C. So, okay, and then the second part, it starts the same way, but instead of 6 notes on the open string muted, you do 3 notes. And then you do this cool chord. It's like a bar chord, like a mini bar chord. So you'll be playing 5 5 7, and then 8 8 10. So imagine a normal power chord, but instead of doing this shape, like 5 7, you will do 5 5 on the string below it, and on the 3rd string below, you will do a 7. Okay, let's play it one last time. Let me try to play all the riffs together. Let's start with the intro riff, going to the chorus guitar lick, and then to the bridge pre-solo guitar riff. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this re-listen reaction. So I've listened to it a few times. I've been listening to it, but I still don't know it that much. So it was like a re-listen reaction and playing some of the guitar licks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which other AMON AMARTH songs I should check. And try to guess which song I also liked from the Twilight of the Thunder God. I believe it's a famous song from their discography. I'm sure you'll guess. And let me know which other songs I should check, especially from Surtur Rising and Versus the World. Those 2 albums, which I believe are kind of highly rated, especially Versus the World. But I really want to check Surtur Rising because it's like the continuation from Voden by at Our Side and Twilight of the Thunder God. So it comes next, and I really want to check that one out. So maybe recommend from that one and Versus the World. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate your time. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel, helps me to continue bringing you these videos and some more creative videos. I'll see you in the next one.